Today's Whitney Bitch. What is up, Biiishes? How are you? How are you doing? How is your day? Well, I am here to make your day even better, because that's just what I do. What's up, Biiishes? My name is Whitney, and I am here to tell you about military wives. A lot of people know about military wives. You've heard about military wives. You've heard of the dependas, the dependapandas, the dependonts. You've heard of them. This video is going to be about my experiences with horrible military wives. The worst of the worst military wives. I told you in the last video that I have so many stories, so I was like, maybe I should just tell them because, who wouldn't want to hear about my horror stories with horrible, evil military wives? So, let's get started. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that I am a military wife. My husband has been in the military for about going on 4 years. He saw my last video and he's just like, it's been almost about 4 years. I'm like, oh, my bad. Sorry. I've been a military wife for that entire time. So, in my experience, I have come across a lot of military wives. Some really, really awesome and amazing individuals who I'm still friends with till this day. I love you. And then I've come across some psycho, manipulative, drama-oriented hooligans. Like, I don't know what else to call them. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy girls that I have experienced. And I am here to tell you the tea on military wives. Here we go. The first military wife story that I want to tell you guys about is the very first military wife that I've ever met. You would think that would be a good one. No, it wasn't. It was a bad one. So when I first met her, I met her, of course, most people meet each other through their husbands. So my husband befriended one of the other people that he worked with, and they invited us to their house. And me being a young 20-year-old girl, I was like, yay, I get to make friends. I'm so excited. My first military wife friend. Let's do it. So we get over to their house. We were drinking at their party. We were playing like a little drinking game. Her husband was really awkward because he was really flirtatious, and it was really weird because my husband was right there. He kept giving me fireball after fireball after fireball, and let's just say I never did fireball again. When I met her, she went outside to smoke cigarettes, and I would go out there with her because I was just like, the girl's outside and I want to be outside too because I want to make a friend, so let's do this. So I went outside with her, and the only thing that she would talk about was other people, which that should have been a huge red flag, but me, young 20-year-old Whitney, was just like, nah, she's just, spilling the tea like girls do. This is what girls do. No, this is not what girls do. This is what freaking drama-oriented girls do that just want to talk about horribly about other people. So I listened to her for hours talk about how this person was a horrible mother and how this person cheated on their husband and how this person did this and this person did that. Basically, I should have saw that as a huge red flag, and I didn't. And I got stabbed in the back a little bit because after I was friends with her for just a very short period of time, I found out that she was, talking about me behind my back. So, I should have learned my lesson. Should have. Key point, I should have learned my lesson at that point, huh? But I didn't. On to the next person, which was the second person that I ever met being a military wife. And of course, again, I met them through my husband, he was friends with a guy, and it was his wife. Well, first of all, we were friends with the guy before he even had the wife, because when I met him, he was a single soldier. And so he met him. He was really cool. Love him. He's awesome. He goes out to a bar and he has a little one night stand with a girl. Girl gets pregnant. They get married. That's the military for you. If you ever wondered what it's like to be in the military, that's how you get sucked in. One night stands and pregnancy. I started being friends with this girl, and she was the same way, drama oriented, but she was also really self-conscious. Like, she would, comment a lot on her body. And I'm one of those types of people where, like, I want to reassure them. I want to be like, you're beautiful. What are you telling me? You are beautiful. Stop putting yourself down, okay? But no matter how much you told her that, she would disagree with you. And it was just a self-pity, depth of pity. That friendship didn't last long. What happened was she would honestly just constantly talk horrible things about her husband, how she hates him and how she didn't want nothing to do with him, that he beats her. He never did. He never, he was a good guy. And yeah, I know that you should believe a woman when she's saying, hey, this person's beating me, but she was one of those types of people where she would constantly lie. She would get caught in the lie, and then she would lie more to cover up that lie. That was just her history. The reason why also I knew that it was not true is because later on the line, she said, oh no, he never beat me. Someone else said that he did, and it got out of hand, and I never said that. They just spread the rumor that I did. And I'm like, I heard it out of your mouth, girl. What? It was just a whole mess. Well, she makes friends with the first girl that I ever met, and they were both drama oriented together. They were the perfect match. And I was like, you know what? Y'all have fun. I'm gonna stay home and, self-quarantine myself right now. Let's just say that friendship didn't last long because they ended up talking about each other. When you get one drama-oriented person with another, they ended up talking about each other, and then it ruined their friendship. So I guess you learned your lesson, huh? The next person that I'm going to talk about. This is the psycho girl who followed me home. Yeah, followed me home from the gym. So when I was trying to make friends in the beginning, I went on, of course, the little military spouse Facebook page. I am going to the gym. Does anybody need a workout partner? It would be nice if someone would come with me to the gym, And one girl replied. She's like, hey, what time you going? I'm coming with you. Let's do it. I'm like, yes, I finally get to have friends. I texted her what time I was going to be at the gym. We go to the gym together and meet her there, okay? Everything's fine, right? No, she was already there at the gym, so she kind of got there before me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you got here early. You're ready to work out. I introduced myself. We started talking a little bit. By the way, I'm really good at reading people. I got weird vibes from her right off the get-go, which I got weird vibes from the last two girls, but I never followed my instincts until now. Now I do. Just want to lay that out there. This girl gave me super weird vibes. I didn't want to judge her because that's just the person that I was at the time. Now, if I get weird vibes about you, we done. I'm good. I know those red flags now. I do. I've learned my lesson. I began working out because, of course, we are supposed to be workout buddies. We're supposed to be working out at the gym, so I began working out. Well, as I'm working out, I realized I look over at her and she's still talking to me, spilling all this drama about her husband, her life, or she was just giving me way too many details. And I'm working out. And the entire time that I was working out, she was not working out. She was just talking to me. And I asked her, I was just like, hey, I know that we were here to work out together. Are you going to work out at all? Maybe we can, do you want to do some tag team stuff? Do you want to maybe take turns on the equipment or something? And she was just like, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you wanted to work out with me, but it's okay if you were just here that you just wanted to talk. That's fine. Like, I'm going to continue to work out, but you can just continue to talk to me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. The entire time that I was working out, I literally had this girl standing over me talking to me, which at the time it was creepy. I'm like, okay, you're pregnant. You don't want to work out, even though you said that you wanted to work out. You know what? I'll leave it at that. I'm good. Well, after a while, she was just giving me details about how her husband cheated on her and how this happened. And she was giving me way too many details, and I just didn't want to know about that. Thankfully, my husband texts me, and he says, "Hey, babe, I'm here at the house getting lunch with some friends." I see that text and I'm like, yes, okay, I have an excuse. I can leave now. So I tell her, I was like, hey, I gotta go home. My husband, he's here for lunch. I gotta make him lunch, sorry, I gotta go, bye. She's like, okay, I'll leave too. I go, okay. As I leave, she continues to talk to me and walks with me. And at first I was thinking that maybe her house is just really close to mine and she just lives the same, like maybe she lives in the same direction. So maybe she's just walking the same direction as me. That's cool. That's totally fine. She continues to follow me. And as I'm getting closer to my house, I started asking her, I'm like, well, where do you live? She's like, oh, back that way, the completely opposite direction. And I said, are you going home? Because I'm going home. I'm not going to another gym or anything. I'm going home. She's like, oh yeah, I just thought, I could maybe join you because, my husband isn't home. So can I just join you guys for lunch? And me being the nice person that I am, I said, oh yeah, sure, yeah, come over for lunch. So she comes over for lunch. My husband is there with all of his friends, but he's just like, hey, we got off work and we're all hanging out and we're all drinking. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. By the way, it's funny, I don't want to say her name, but I can't remember her name because it was just that quick that I knew her. I was just like, this is my workout buddy that, followed me home. It wasn't weird until she started talking to every single person and she started asking their names and their personal stuff. Cut to the end that she finally leaves. So when she left, everyone was kind of weirded out. They're like, that girl was really weird. Like, she gave me some weird vibes. And I was like, me too. And all of a sudden, everyone's phone starts going off. Everyone was getting Facebook friended by this girl. She looked at all of their name tags on their shirt, asked their first name, because everyone was just like, yeah, she asked me for my first name, and I didn't think that they would go this far. She searched all of them on Facebook, including my husband, added him on Facebook, and everyone starts freaking, they're just like, no, girl. Every single person blocked her. In that very moment, they're like, no. I even blocked her. I was like, no, I'm not. This is some really creepy stuff that's going on here. The last person that I want to talk about is the worst of the worst of the worst. Yeah. It's the manipulator. The manipulator military wife. They're out there, there's a lot of them, but you'll never know because they're really good at manipulating, okay? Of course, same thing. My husband meets a friend and he has a wife. We get invited over for drinking and I start making friends with this girl. I really like her. After a while, we became closer and closer and closer. So I really thought we were really good friends. Then all of a sudden, she texts my husband out of the blue, I think your wife is cheating on you. We were in Panda Express when this happened. And he shows me, he's just like, look what she just sent me. I didn't believe it. I told him, I don't think that's her. Like, that can't be her. I don't think somebody like her would say that. That's not her. And he goes and asks her, and she's like, oh yeah, someone took my phone, and someone like sent out all these messages and everything. I'm so sorry. And I believed it. I didn't think it was her to begin with. So I was like, okay, whew, okay, it wasn't her. She didn't say that. We're good. After that, we find out, she says something along the lines with, someone stole her iPad because she sold her iPad. They got into her messages. They started texting everybody. And I believed her because there were other texts that were sent out by her. She got in trouble for it. And it made sense. I was like, okay, someone, kind of took her identity, kind of messed with her. That's fine. All right, so over and done with. You know how the red flags start popping up again. So we also started realizing that she started to kind of like flirt with my husband. Like, we would be over at their house and she'd be like eyeing him. My husband told me that it felt like she was undressing him with her eyes. It was really weird. Just red flags all over the place. Long story short, so I'm not sitting here rambling on and on and on. She was getting involved with a lot of other men, and she was manipulating people. She was literally using for some stuff, cheating on her husband. She was doing all this other stuff, and she went on a military spouse drama Facebook page. At the time, I just found out that I was pregnant with my son. She went on that Facebook page and she said that my husband needs to check what I'm doing because apparently the son that's in my belly right now is not his. And I wanted to go off so bad, but I didn't. If you respond to somebody like that, it's just feeding into they love it, love fighting with you. They love, manipulating you. So I left it alone. But my babysitter, who was babysitting my daughter at the time, she saw it. I told her, I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm just not even gonna respond. If she wants to say that, she can say that. It's not affecting me or my life or anything. I'm gonna be moving anyway to Germany. And here I am. And my babysitter went off on this girl, and she said some fighting words. Like, she just defended me as much as possible, and I'm so thankful for her. And if she's watching this, I love you, girl. You were amazing. You were the best babysitter that I ever had for my daughter. Long story short, I deleted her on everything, and we're no longer friends, and I still hear stuff about her to this day. And it's so funny because this girl likes to stir up so much stuff, and I still hear about her to this day. And every other person, I don't really hear much about them because I cut them out of my lives. I don't really care what they're doing right now, but I cut this person out of my life, and I still end up hearing about her. And it's so weird because like she gets into a lot of stuff. She's just not a good person. But you know what? Choose your friends wisely. That's the whole lesson of this. Choose your friends wisely. If you see red flags, pay attention to them. Don't ignore them. Don't be like, oh, well, it's okay. Soon as you start seeing those red flags, just think about them. Be like, okay, well, this person does this. They probably do it for a reason. Let's think about this. Oh, this person normally talks badly about other people. Oh, I'm friends with this person, and this person right now is talking about another friend of ours while they're not there badly and saying horrible things about them. They might do the same thing to me. Like, you gotta, if somebody does something and you're just, red flags are just, pay attention, okay? Choose your friends wisely. Because in the military wives community, your secrets get out. Especially drama, if somebody starts spreading a rumor about you, everyone hears it, and it can affect your husband's career, like his work, like him being in the military. It can affect his job. That's how bad it can get, and it has affected us so many times. Just be careful out there. Choose your friends wisely. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you would love to hear more about crazy other military wives experiences that I've had, let me know. Click the like button, click subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in future videos. I don't know. Give me a challenge or something. I don't know. Let's find out. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye.